Hi, my name is Norris-Waldt, and I'm here today with my wife Linda, who is videotaping us, and we are going to install a rain barrel. It was purchased at the Ski Center that employs disabled folks. What we're going to do is we're going to end up installing this rain barrel. A couple things I want you to remember about the rain barrel. Always keep this on. Alrighty, especially for little kids, because there's a drowning issue if it gets full. Number two, it's not very heavy. As you can see, I can lift it up with one hand. Alright, so it's pretty easy to maneuver. Number three, you have a drainage back here if it gets too full. Number four, as you can see, there is some tipping issues. All right, and there's really nothing back here to secure it unless you wanted to wrap something around it, which at this juncture we're not going to do. For all of you who install things or whatever, there's nothing like making sure that you have the right tools. And for this little project, we need cutters because, as I told you earlier, we're going to have to do my elbow. Alrighty, so I went to my local hardware store and I purchased an extender and I purchased 3 elbows because I really wasn't sure the distance and I really wasn't sure about how we were going to put it in. So what I'm going to do is we're headed over back to the spout to install our gutter system. Now, what's critically important is we have to kind of, first before we do anything, we have to figure out how we're going to manage the drain. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that where I cut, which is why I brought my little Sharpie, is where I cut, that I can go and I can cut the elbow and it can land right here. I don't want to put it in, I want to put it just above so it fills in to the screen portion of the rain barrel. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a makeshift as you can see, they just fit together. They're pretty cheap, and I want to figure out what's the best angle, and do I need to add any more length to it. My line, just to give myself a little extra, just in case there's an issue. I believe the adage is measure twice and cut once. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting underneath of it. And as you can see, it's very important to have sharp tools to do your work. As you can see, this is this is sharp. Alrighty, so just for safety purposes, which I didn't do at the beginning, but I will do because I'm getting close to the end, it's always good to wear gloves. So what you see me doing here is that I wouldn't worry about how this looks right now because it doesn't look good. Alrighty? Because remember what I told you is remember what I said is that piece is going to go over, the piece is going to go over the piece I cut, because remember I measured here to cut. Alright, and as you can see there's some jagged edges over here. So what I'm trying to do is make sure by wearing gloves, I don't get cut because this is very sharp. So, and as I told you, this is going to go over this. All right, as you can see, I've gone ahead and I fitted this on the other tube. As I said, I put it on the outside so you could see where it's been cut. You can't see where it's been cut. You can't see my blue line, and it's laying in here. Right now, it's just kind of laying here, whatever. And because we are not only eco-friendly, but we like to, reduce, reuse, and recycle, as you can see, there's a bracket up here that's attached to the siding. Well, obviously I don't want this to roll around. Alrighty, so I'm going to use the same bracket, but because they used staples, to secure it, what I'm doing is I'm taking out the last one. Alrighty, so I can use this bracket. Again, what I have here are stainless steel screws, specifically for guttering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously drill a couple holes here to secure here, to secure here, to secure here, and then I'm going to use this bracket and replace the bracket, put it back on, okay, over here, and then I'm going to just screw it into the thing as we've done before. See, put 2 nails here to secure this elbow, nails into here, and I reused the bracket, as you can see, and I attached it to the spout. As you can see, it is firm, it is not going anywhere. I gave approximately the length of your thumb in terms of distance, because I didn't want it to scrape the screen, so the water can flow in. It's pretty much in the middle where the drain spout here is and whatnot, and now you have your rain barrel has been installed. And this was a lesson from the Hungry Red Worm, and stay green.